And now, from deep within MNN Studios, it's Two on the Aisle. Tonight, Charlie and Jeff review everything on Broadway. I'm not kidding. Everything on Broadway. I'm Cal Curry, and as always, it is my profound pleasure to introduce Charles Gross and Jeff Goodman.
You know, I've been reading the theater ABCs, and one thing strikes me. We haven't told you all our opinions about every single show on Broadway. But you will get it tonight. If not anything else, you get my opinion. Charlie will just sit back and be shocked. So,
after working with you for almost 8 years, very little shocks me. Good evening,
years.
by the way.
Holy
I'm
mackerel.
Charles Gross, and this is Jeff Goodman. And tonight we will be talking about everything playing on
Charlie,
Broadway.
you know what?
What?
Funny thing happened to me on the way to the forum.
And that is?
David Alan Grier is a new I forgot the name of the character now. He's the new lead, but he's terrific.
In the Whoopi Goldberg / Nathan Lane / Zero Mostel role.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you, when I saw it with Nathan Lane, I enjoyed it, but I thought the show was a little restrained. When I saw it with Whoopi Goldberg, I thought it was fabulous.
This is almost as good. David Alan Grier is terrific. I think this should be, this is actually really good, surprisingly family fun. And I think everyone should go see it. I think it's a terrific show.
Right.
I hear there's actually another surprise in the works.
Oh?
I can't say anything because
Because it's a surprise.
and I really don't know the surprise, but
But still a show to see. Booked by Larry Gelbart.
oh, let me tell you something.
Music
This
by
show is
Stephen
unbelievable.
Sondheim.
Oh, it's terrific.
Songs include Comedy Tonight. Next.
Oh, next is kind of across the street, and let me tell you, there's a wide gap across that street.
And the show
Annie.
is Annie.
Annie's gonna close soon, so
Well,
let's just forget about her.
No, let's talk briefly about Annie.
The sun did not come out for the 20th
Well,
anniversary.
I'm very disappointed to hear that they cut out one of the numbers in the show.
Oh, if it doesn't have kids in the scene, forget it.
Yeah.
You could just die. If it doesn't
That-
have a dog or a child in
I
that
think
show,
that was a very big mistake. They cut out We'd Like to Thank You. When I
Barrymore.
saw the show, I enjoyed it. I thought the original was
you know,
a
the
much
next thing they were thinking about cutting out Easy Street because
What-
that didn't have a kid in it
was
either.
a much sharper production.
Oh.
Nell Carter was good. Certainly will never erase Dorothy Loudon in my memory.
I know. And
And-
please, Brittany Kissinger.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
She
I
was
didn't
not
like
that
her.
big. She may not have been Andrea McArdle, but she did a commendable
Oh,
job.
please. Put
And
another
it's
little
still-
girl, made another little girl cry.
And it's still a wonderful
Yeah,
show.
it's a hard knock life
And
for them.
I'd like to see it get the production it deserves. But this production still had its merits. Next.
There are not many.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we cross back on the good side of the street
And
to
then
Barrymore and the music
Barrymore.
box.
Now this is the good one-man show of Barrymore
That's
with
right.
Christopher Plummer, not as opposed
How-
to last season where they had a disastrous one-man show about Barrymore.
That's right.
It is strong. It is powerful. He gives a wonderful performance, Christopher
But
Plummer.
it says here the final 6 weeks. All listings are current as of September 10th, 1997, by the
so
way,
see it fast.
and see it soon.
That one is recommended.
And I would like to, then we go to Beauty and the Beast.
Now I hear Debbie Gibson is going.
Oh,
into
you
this
spoiled my surprise,
Oh, I'm
Charlie.
sorry.
I was going to say, it says here, beginning September 24th. No, it's Deborah Gibson now.
Oh, that's right, it
Her
is
name is Deborah, not Debbie.
I know she told me that.
Okay. I listen, Deborah. This one's still calling you Debbie. Screw him. Don't even let him into the show. I'll take a look. Actually, Charlie, go take your daughter.
I intend
oh,
to.
Charlie's going to bring his daughter
I
for
will
the
tell you,
first time to theater.
Sarah actually, we covered Deborah Gibson when she was doing
There's
Funny
that
Girl.
Debbie again.
Hey, it's been the name change is recent, and Sarah actually loves watching her do the Funny Girl numbers. I am going to take her to Beauty and the Beast. When I saw it
If you're
originally,
invited.
shortly after it opened, it was a wonderful show, an excellent transformation from screen to stage. There are some new songs added to the show, and don't expect the Disney kiddish that you get at Disney World or Disneyland. This is an absolute Broadway caliber production. Highly recommended for families.
It's terrific. It's a great intro for all the young theater goers
and
out there.
I intend to make this Sarah's first show.
Speaking of great theatrical...
Unless I take her to The Lion King.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that, because that's
Okay.
under L's
Yes.
or
Well,
T's.
the Lion King hasn't opened, so we won't be getting to that tonight. But
Well, it's
later in the season.
Previews begin October 15th, you know. Anyway, we have to bring in the noise and bring in defunk.
All right. Saving Glover no longer in the show.
It doesn't matter, because You gotta bring in the noise, bring in the noise. I love this show. I don't care how noisy it is. Cal told me he doesn't like those noisy shows.
I enjoyed it.
Taxi.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's basically the black experience as shown through
It's
TAP. Has some very, well, I guess I'll have to talk while you look through your microphone. Has some
Why?
very good scenes. Was nominated for a Tony Award.
It won 4.
Good, I mean, for Best Musical, for Best Show.
No, it was nominated for Best Musical, but
Yes,
didn't win.
Rent won.
That we're getting to my favorite show later.
We'll get to Rent later. Enjoyable, not tops in my book.
Oh, it's tops. Remember, bring in the noise and bring in the funk. Come on.
And bring out Jeff singing, dancing.
I'm telling you.
Take it way,
Love
way
that show.
out. Okay, moving
Taxi,
on.
boom, taxi. Whoops, there goes that microphone again.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the
Might
next
as well
one.
take that off. You can't talk very well either.
Now, we're ready for this? Mm-hmm. Cats. Longest running show in Broadway history. Meow. Next show.
Wait a minute.
Oh, please. It's a big garbage dump now. It just stinks.
For what it is, listen, Cats was the first musical of its kind. It ushered in the era of the big set musicals, for better or for worse.
No, it didn't. I'm
It is
sorry.
based on
the 20th century. Hello.
No,
Anyway.
no. True 20th century had wonderful sets, but it's a totally different situation.
And please.
Based on the
Wait,
poems
wait.
of
I'm sorry.
T.S. Eliot.
But don't you remember the show that was in there before that?
Beatlemania?
No, Beatlemania was at the Palace.
It was originally at the Winter Garden.
Oh, that's right, it was, okay. But that was in there way before. That was after the revival of Fiddler.
Fine. What was there?
42nd Street, not a big show, a big set musical. Okay.
Not
Wrong.
quite in the way that
Please,
this was.
Cats, Meow,
Cats.
Goodbye, 9 Lives, Close.
Look,
There's so many shows waiting to open.
It's not a deep
Close.
show, but for what it is, it's done well, and after up-team performances, it still holds up. Next.
You know what that is?
Yeah, that's
my fur ball. Okay, Chicago.
okay.
This is the revival of what I thought was a brilliant production.
Right, with Mary Lou Henner, who is now taken over.
Hello, Mary Lou. I haven't seen you yet. I want to see you.
Yes, we will hopefully cover her, who's taken over for.
Anne Reinking.
Yes.
But please, do we have to keep Joel Grey in the show? And James Norton also left the show, by the way.
I think he's coming back.
Oh, no, he's back.
Yes.
He's back. Look, I read the paper.
As
he's
Billy.
back. Oh, welcome back, James.
I enjoyed the show. I was disappointed. I expected to be totally knocked
I'm
over by
telling you,
this
it's
production.
a minimalist production. I wasn't thrilled
and I wasn't.
to death.
Even
Although it's
I
nice.
Thought, I even thought the dancing could have
Well,
been.
it was reminiscent of Fosse, but you'll never get Fosse again.
And BB Newirth is fabulous in
oh,
the role.
the best.
Best known as
the
well.
best. BB is
a great,
the best.
Yes, great role for her.
BB is the best.
Absolutely.
Headline, put my face on, or name whatever you want underneath it. Okay. Next one is Forever Tango. Too much accordion music. That's all I can tell you.
I like, if you like, look, it's Tango. Oh, shut up.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Ow.
Come on.
He hit me.
Yeah, and I'll do it again before the
I'm
night is
gonna
over.
sue.
It's if you like Tango, I mean, to me it all seemed very much alike.
Oh, no, the tangos were great, but
it
it's
was
that
done,
accordion
But it was
music.
done nicely. And certainly if you like tango dancing, this is a show to see.
But for God's sakes, if he's, I don't care if he sings in Spanish. Speak English, for God's sakes. You're on Broadway.
Next.
Grease.
Grease.
What can we say?
Yeah.
There's Sheena, Queen of the Jungle in there.
No. Sheena Easton was in before. Now it's Xena
right.
the Warrior Princess.
Yeah, Xena, Warrior Princess.
Hopefully we will be able to review that. This is the suburban Grease. I saw it twice. The first time I saw it when it opened with Rosie O'Donnell. I enjoyed it. I saw
and we
it
saw
again
it with Sheena Easton.
with Sheena Easton.
And we saw it with John.
Where I thought it had lagged a little, but all in all, it's a really fun production.
Do you wanna know something?
A lot cleaner than the original version language-wise.
I'll tell you something.
And a family show, although not for small children.
I'll tell you, this is my Broadway fast food. I like it.
Yeah.
I go in there, I get a little theater fix, and I have a good time. I enjoy it. I really do.
And I love the way they keep getting different celebrities in there to play the role.
It's fun.
And I think Lucy Lawless will be very good.
So I think we should call this...
Playing the leader of the Pink Ladies, that's a real stretch for her, but...
You know what I think we
I'd
should
like
call
to see
this?
her.
We should just call this Mick Grease and go on.
Okay.
Or Grease
Mick
King.
Grease.
Mick Grease,
The
okay.
Tommy tuned-up version
Oh,
of
there's
Grease.
a new one. At the Belasco, Jackie's coming in. The history, the headlines, the gossip, the auction, and now this. Jackie, a new comedy.
And
what
we'll
the
review
heck's
that.
it
We'll
about?
review this on an upcoming Two on the Aisle. Stick with
Okay.
existing shows.
Well, I just figured I'd say it. It's going to be at the Belasco. Now, here's Here's my sad story. Jekyll and Hyde, not nominated for Best Musical? What are these people out of their minds? I mean, come on. This was actually the best musical to open the season.
Tour de force performance by
Robert Cuccioli.
Thank you.
I mean, please. And give James Norton the Tony?
He didn't win
Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand it either.
This book has a good score, an incredible cast, but the book is not as
Oh,
coherent
please,
as
it's
it
great.
should be.
Well, look there. It's running because
Still a
tickets are
nice
on
evening.
sale through January 4th, 1998.
Still a good evening in the theater,
A
but
great
that
evening.
show could have been a lot
Best
better.
show 97.
Could have been a lot
Best
better.
show 97,
Oh,
trust me.
come on.
Okay, here's the story of the people. They just go turning on the stage. Les Mis.
Ah,
Anyway,
which we really have to go and see again because they've had a totally new cast. And now
boy, did Cameron do something there.
yeah.
Well, we can't really talk about that, right?
Reports I have heard, the new cast has really revitalized the show. We hope to review that in an upcoming
That's terrific.
Two on the Aisle.
You really just can't kill Les Mis.
No.
Everyone in the cast dies, but you can't kill the show.
No.
All right, then we have one of my actual favorites, Miss Saigon. It's just like a solo saxophone.
Right, basically the Broadway version of Madame Butterfly.
What? Well, sort of.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Of
it's,
that about a Korean woman,
No.
excuse me, a Vietnamese woman
oh man.
married to an American GI. Well, I'm still thinking of that Korean show
Well,
that
he
we
kind
reviewed
of. They weren't
last
married.
time. Yes, I know. And
Well,
their trust, and
it's-
plus a character called the Engineer.
But it's a love
Who
story. But I love
arranges
see, Let me
things.
just say now, you've gone this. I think this is all in all. It's a love story between two people, which is Kim and I forget the guy's name.
Soldier's name.
The soldier's name. But it's also a love story between the engineer and America. I mean, that song, American Dream.
Yes, where
Now,
he-
one man can make love to a car
Cadillac,
on stage.
a Cadillac, not a car,
I'm sorry,
a Cadillac.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, aside from that number, I was very disappointed with the caliber of the lyrics of that show. They were really, at times, almost amateurish. The music is great. The lyrics needed some serious attention.
I'm
Yes.
speechless. I liked it.
Okay.
I really did. I like Miss Saigon. It'll run a long, long time, too.
It already has.
And
Next.
it's showing, what's in its seventh sensational year.
Wow.
Next is something
That
coming up
long.
called Proposals. I guess we'll talk about that on upcoming Two on the Aisle, too. Neil Simon's new play. Then another one, Ragtime. Going to be a big hit. You
Based
better
on the
get,
doctoral novel.
Thank you. Better get your tickets now. I think it's going to be a big hit. Okay, and then, please, Rent.
Rent. Ugh.
The best show.
Rent-aholic.
Please, I need a close-up on this, please. Rent is the best show on Broadway now.
Rent
And probably
is not the best show
the
on Broadway.
best show.
It has a very
Sorry.
energetic score.
I am sorry.
Most
Can I
of the
hit you
original
now?
cast is still there, but the show, and this, as blasphemous as this sounds, at times does lack heart. You do not empathize with the characters as much as you should.
Oh, no.
I enjoyed it a lot more the second time I saw it.
Today
I
for
thought
you,
things
tomorrow for me,
Yeah.
baby.
has some good songs, excuse me, good score. Won the Tony Award for Best Musical.
It is the best.
It is not the best.
It is
It.
better than Cats. Anyway.
I'll go.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, he likes
it is,
Cats,
but
that's
you
like,
know what? The
all
greatest
right.
musical of all time? No, I don't think so.
What
the greatest
is?
musical on Broadway? I would say Fiddler. I would say My Fair Lady.
They're not on
certainly.
Broadway. What's the best musical running?
1776, right now. I think.
Oh.
Moving on.
Oh, boy. You got to get your head examined. I liked it a lot, but I like Rent
It's
better.
too late. I already work with you.
I liked Rent. Rent is the best musical. Go buy tickets now.
Good.
Rent.
Yes,
Rent.
it's a good
Rent.
show.
It's
but
great. The best
Jeff
show.
is exaggerating.
I love Rent.
Could we finish the other shows
Okay.
on Broadway?
The next one is 1776, but we heard enough about that one.
Which is a fabulous revival.
It's a great revival.
Of starring Brent
When does
Spinner
it run
from
through? Doesn't say.
from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, that's what I
All
like
about
that.
the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
The writing of the
really,
Declaration, baby.
and the signing.
The writing.
And our breaking away from England. An incredible show. Highly recommended.
It's just because we're cool conservative men. One of us. Some of us isn't so conservative. Then there's another show called Sideshow, which is going to be a new musical by Oh, well, someone. Didn't say. Then we have Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Smokey Joe's Cafe, wonderful songs. I think most of the original cast there is still there.
Really?
But I found the production very spare. I was extremely disappointed with the direction, especially considering that it was Jerry Zaks directing. And you know what? That show needs a better band.
But
Bigger, not a better, excuse me, a bigger band.
But
Yes.
you know what? It's fun.
True.
So go.
And
It's
it
worthwhile.
has its moments, but it really should have been beefed up a little
I'll tell you
more
so- I'm
in the musician department and in the scenery
I'm
department.
surprised it ran this long, but you know, hey,
It's because
Smoker Joe.
if you're on Broadway, you need to give it your best, and it doesn't always. Next.
Okay. Then we have Paul Simon's going to have a new musical called Cape Man, The Cape Man.
Okay.
That closed out Victor Victoria. Thank God. Anyway, then we have a lovely revival, The King and I.
Oh, incredibly. Was it Kevin Gray now?
Do you know, they don't even say it, but it should be Kevin Gray.
And Faith Prince. They,
yeah, well, let me tell.
the show has gone from 4 playbills to a full 5 since they joined the cast. It's better than it was when it opened. This is an absolute must-see. Faith
I personally like Lou
is-
Diamond Phillips
is
better, but I like
fabulous.
Faith Prince much better.
She
than
did have
Tom.
little trouble with the score. She strained occasionally because, as you
Eh.
noted, the score has been for a soprano. But her gestures, her nuances, her chemistry with the king,
But I must
fabulous.
tell you, Faith-
Go and see it.
Faith, I must tell you, we love you.
Absolutely.
You're fabulous.
A bushel and a peck, Faith.
You are fabulous.
A
You
bushel and a
are
peck.
Anna. Faith Prince is Anna.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Then we have, I lost my place. I was so into Faith Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, the last night of Ballyhoo,
The Tony Award-winning show from
Thank
the
God it
author
won the-
of Driving Miss Daisy.
Alfred Urey.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this won the Tony Award, it deservedly so. It really is a wonderful play. It should run. I'm glad it got an audience.
Jewish family back
Living
in
in
the
the
30s, living in Atlanta. I think the night that Gone with the Wind is opening.
Correct.
Revolves around
You were paying attention. Holy mackerel.
2 girls and the last night of a big social event for the
Social gala.
for the upper class Jewish population
Right.
of that town. Wonderful, wonderful show.
Then comes to we're going to have a little fight here because we're getting too close to the life.
Oh, the life.
I like the life.
I was very disappointed. Characters were stereotypical. The scenery, the thing takes place in Times Square, and the scenery doesn't evoke it. Maybe once or twice. I was very disappointed with that.
You know, in this play, I'll tell you, I didn't like the minimalist nature of Chicago, probably because I saw a full production of it. But this, I didn't mind the minimalist production of. I really didn't. I liked it a lot.
I wouldn't have minded it so much if it had invoked more of Times Square.
I love the cast. I also
Cast is excellent. The
I
score is good.
I really like Sam Harris. I can listen to him sing anything. He could sing the phone book to me. He's great. All right, the next thing.
It's a good score, but the book is very weak, and the characters are very disappointing.
It's fun though. It actually is. There are some. It's kind of nostalgic fun if you were around Broadway in 1980.
I was, and I still again miss Times Square.
Well,
Next.
what can I tell you? I'm a little nostalgic for hookers. All right.
Not gonna
October
touch that one.
15th. No. And actually, it's healthy not to.
Good.
But the next thing that is going to open is at the New Amsterdam Theater, The Lion King.
Right.
October 15th is previews.
I'd like to take Sarah to that.
Gee, and alphabetically, I bet you don't know what comes next.
You're right, I don't.
The Phantom,
Phantom
of the Opera.
Well, I have to admit, I have not seen that one since it opened.
Me neither. It's a big musical. You can't get tickets. It's a very hot ticket.
You can get tickets now.
You can?
I think so.
But not half price.
You might be able to.
I don't think so. It's still a big hit.
It's the Phantom of the
What's
Opera.
his name left after doing 8 million years of
Yeah,
it?
Andrew Lloyd Webber did the score.
Yeah.
Did
It's
the
a big
music.
production, brilliant set.
Big production.
It's really good. I shouldn't really be so blasé. It's certainly not Cats.
No.
I can tell you that. It's better than Cats.
but not as good as Rent a
What?
Cottage.
Can you see them big marquee? It's better than Cats.
They'll put that for every show you review.
That's right.
That's going to be
Much
That's
better
going to be
than
Jeff's
Cats.
tagline. It's better than
That's
Cats.
right.
It's a powerful drama.
Well, except for certain things I've seen. Oh my God.
I guess I wish the characters were good. Could have stood out a little better.
Oh,
but
please.
it's a nice evening.
Terrific show.
It is.
Now
It
here's
is.
something very interesting. Opening up, previews begin October 7th.
Right.
The Scarlet Pimpernel.
Oh.
Isn't that going to be an interesting
That I'm going to
show?
take Sarah's mother to.
And I guess we'll do a little baby making afterwards. Okay.
This is for you, Margie. Come here. Take your punishment.
No.
Take your punishment.
No. Ow. 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 Ow.
That was for you, Margie.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're back to forum with the ow, ow.
That's right. Well,
Next.
The next show is There It Is.
Titanic.
Towering high.
Yes, the 1977
Tall and wide.
Titanic.
Ship of dreams.
Yes, won for best musical of this year's Tony Awards. I enjoyed it. Yes, the characters needed to be developed more. Yes, the show needed a little more humor, but it had a strong score. A little ominous in the first act, because they should be having fun. They don't know the ship is going to sink. But I found it gripping. It's a wonderful show. I enjoyed it.
I'll tell you something.
Yes.
I didn't like it when I saw it. They sent me the CD. I really like the CD. The problem is
Interesting thing is, I like the CD of the life.
I know, it's really weird. But I think that the CD is like 70, 80 minutes long. The show is 3 hours long. Does it give you a hint? Maybe it's really very, very, it has good music, but it's dragged on. It doesn't keep a focus. I don't know. I'd actually like to see it again because I like the score.
Right.
Don't you look at my paper.
Actually, it's
your
my paper.
Okay. Anyway, then the next thing we have at the Royale Theater, because, we lost to the Royale Theater.
What did we lose at the Royal Theater?
Callous.
Oh.
We lost Callous. Master
Class, yes.
Master Class closed over the spring.
And
what
will replace
Betty Buckley's coming there in
Okay.
something called Triumph of Love.
Oh, wow.
With F. Murray Abraham and
Ooh.
Susan Egan. I was kind of, actually, I must tell you, I was a little excited because I kind of thought it was Daisy Egan from, who won the Tony Award for Secret Garden. Mm-hmm. But Susan Egan, I think, wasn't she the original Belle in Beauty and the Beast?
I'm not sure. I think she may have been. Which is the role now that will be played by Debbie Gibson.
Wouldn't that be weird if Daisy Egan took that over at some point? Casting opportunity, kids.
Well, I think we have covered everything on Broadway.
We did. Well,
so, we have a few more minutes. Why don't we talk about a few shows off Broadway that we've seen?
Okay. Well, actually, what we should also say is there's really tons coming.
Yes.
I mean, there was a waiting list
We're going to be very busy.
And
the interesting thing is you have a lot of new names, like Paul Simon, who's not a new name per se, but in the theater he is.
But I'll tell you something. And you know what else closed that you didn't know about?
Yes.
Well, it was really funny because I called you up and you forgot about Candide closed like that. So the Gershwin's going to have a big musical in there coming in. Okay. That gives a nice house.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what else? Cats should close.
No, Cats is not going to close.
Cats would be nice. Cats should close.
What do you have against Cats?
That's long enough.
It has a nice score. It has some nice music. I mean, I don't want to, be the Cats poster boy, but
now and forever.
I think someone
Charlie, now and forever.
I think someone just has to counter your negative feelings toward this show.
I don't know. It's like, I had enough. And I own a cat. Actually, I share space with a cat. Okay. Nothing in living can be owned. Figured I'd try and be politically correct.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk about some off-Broadway stuff.
Always Patsy Cline.
Always Patsy Cline, still there.
Which is you'd think a story about Patsy Cline, but it's actually a story about a fan of Patsy Cline.
Well, it gave me a lot of, I learned a lot about Patsy Cline. I liked it a lot. Not a lot. I liked it. It was interesting.
It was all right. I enjoyed when the two of them sung together, but you really don't learn a heck of a lot about Patsy Cline. It's really a Patsy Cline impersonation concert with some colorful commentary.
Okay.
Good, not great.
Let's talk about some of the long things like Stomp.
Stomp?
Boom, 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 boom. I'd like to go see that again.
I would like to see that again.
That's a great show to see.
That's a fabulous show.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
It's fabulous?
Fabulous.
Okay. And Blue Man Group. I don't know. For some reason, I think of Stomp and Blue Man Group in the same breath.
Well, it's the same type of abstract, offbeat entertainment. The Blue Man Group is a very unusual show. We've had, we saw them get blue
a couple weeks ago
recently, and we did review it. I think I gave it about 3 playbills.
Oh,
you gave it, I think, 4, but show.
I think it's fun. I mean,
it's a fun show.
It's a little messy.
Yeah, be careful of the banana being squirted all over. Jeff got splattered.
I got splashed with banana.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I also think what is it, Chicago City Limits on the East Side.
Oh, yeah.
They're always there.
Improvisation. That's
Always
a
good.
good, nice,
Always
very
fun.
nice
And
evening.
actually, if you haven't been to the new theater, it's really terrific.
And of course, Forbidden Broadway, which spoofs all
How
the
could
shows
we
on
forget to see
Broadway.
that?
Excellent. It is now Forbidden Broadway Strikes Back, and strike it does.
And it's actually, the theater is a lot more accessible now because it's actually on Broadway.
Yes.
Isn't that strange? It's off-Broadway. It's an
But-
off-Broadway show that spoofs Broadway plays on Broadway. And no, not many Broadway theaters are on Broadway.
That's true.
Just the Forbidden Broadway
Well,
theater.
no, there are some Broadway theaters that actually
Well,
are on Broadway.
like the Broadway
Yes.
is on Broadway.
And the Marriott Marquis is on Broadway.
The Marquee Theater is in the Marquee.
And the Winter Garden Theater, where Cats is playing.
How about the Palace?
Yes, that's on Broadway too. That's where Beauty and the Beast is playing.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that we've talked geography, what's coming up at the Court Theater, by the way? And what's coming up at Lincoln Center? There's always some good stuff at Lincoln Center.
I don't know, actually.
Just thought I'd, well, you know, if you want to call in our next live show, I'll talk to you about that.
Okay, well,
you know, there's been
we'll actually
something,
be doing that in a couple of months.
something called Late Night Cataclysm that's been playing. But also,
Isn't that catchism, by the way?
I thought it was Catechism. Oh, well, maybe.
Do we have a goy around, a non-Jew somewhere? Yeah, 2 minutes, okay.
No, that's 3.
3 minutes.
Just, I have to tell the audience truth and audience talking. Also, When Pigs Fly is still open.
There we go. Now that's mixed. It's got all these wonderful Howard Crabtree costumes. This was his last show. He was dying
Right.
of AIDS as he did it. It's got some cute songs and some very silly ones.
I liked it. I like silly. What can I tell
I
you?
enjoyed it.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, cute.
Who else is here? Oh, we'll be seeing something
There are
called
better
Neo
choices.
Morals, maybe Gross Indecency.
Yeah, well,
The story of my life. But
no, you're Goodman, I'm Gross.
how can we forget How I Learned to Drive?
Oh, it has a new
Oh.
cast, but this is a wonderful show about the relationship.
It's probably going to have a million new casts because I don't think this is closing that fast.
I hope not.
It's in a beautiful new
Vineyard
theater.
Theater production
Yes. Wonderful,
of
wonderful,
the
wonderful.
show of
Who is that?
a
Wonderful,
woman who was
wonderful,
being
wonderful. Lawrence Welk.
molested
The Lawrence Welk
basically by
show.
her uncle, and yet the uncle is portrayed very sympathetically. You know, you like the guy. Although interestingly enough, the playwright has it so that when he does finally hit bottom and
You
his
kinda don't.
ugly side comes out, it all happens off stage. I mean, you know, he's and it's just a fascinating how the two characters are interwoven, how the play goes back and forth in time.
It's great, and it's
and
all,
it is so theatrical. It's not graphic,
No, not at all.
but it is so scripting. It is so theatrical.
It's
It's a
wonderful.
must see. It's a must see.
And of course, you know, we did miss Making Porn.
Well, it's still opening if anybody would like to see it.
No, by September 15th, this is not going to be aired
This
before.
is true. Well,
Please, you missed it.
you know, we'll just have to catch the revival.
Oh, Charlie, that's a great one.
What a shame.
And don't forget to go see things at the Public Theater. They always have great stuff. West Side Arts. What other repertoire? Oh my God, the Roundabout.
Roundabout.
And because that.
And we're crossing our fingers that Circle in the Square will somehow make it back.
please.
Tony
let's,
Randall's American Stage Company is
Yes.
coming with the Sunshine Boys, starring Randall himself with his old Odd Couple roommate Jack Klugman.
Really?
Yeah. Now the interesting thing is, did you know that Neil Simon had originally intended for the Odd Couple and Sunshine Boys to be one play? One of them was going to be neat. One of them was going to be sloppy.
Well, I've heard rumors he has a new one coming up.
Yes.
But I think it's time for you and us, you and me,
You and me.
to say goodbye. We told you all that we thought about these.
Yes.
Now you go see some shows, and then you can call us on our live shows.
Right.
But
And
when you
do,
go to the theater,
look for Jeff and me, us too.
on the aisle. Goodbye. See theater. See lots of theater. But you don't have to see Cats. It's okay.
Would you like if somebody said that about Rent?
Don't even start.
Good.